and be like back. What?
Gaffers, welcome. B,
Danny boy.
welcome, my brother. How you doing?
What's going on, mate? Trying to fix this. How do I sound?
Yeah. Oh, you're coming through crispy, man.
Thank you.
There's a lot. There's a comment. The first comment, let's be the absolute state of you guys to not pod this week. Do we speak on the? If you knew the reason why and whatnot, you guys wouldn't believe us.
Yes, you wouldn't.
But yeah, that's why we've got live today. So yeah, currently SB and I, Scott should be on his way, and I know Jess is out traveling, but he said he's gonna try and join the live at some point. Jordan McMenamy, legend himself.
Ole. Actually, I'm joking.
Tears of sadness or happiness, SB?
Oh, more of happiness. It's finally arrived. I can't say Oh, who we got there?
That is
who's that?
An interesting.
That's an interesting face I see there.
What is that?
No, can you man see me?
I don't know, but where was I? Yes, we can see you, SA. Can you see me? But yeah, bit of happiness, but I was pretty sad that Carrick and the rest of the coaches are still there, because I feel like they are part of the problem with Ole as well. I don't think it's just Ole by himself. So, but him getting sacked, though, that does mean that there's going to be change. So I've got to be happy about that.
It probably, I guess it couldn't get any worse. Did you watch the game on Saturday?
Embarrassing. You know what's crazy? I thought after the Liverpool game, I thought it can't get any embarrassing. Then the City game came. Then I thought it can't get more embarrassing. Watford game, and that was the end. That was the end.
Final straw.
That was the end
it's
of everything.
It's hard to go any lower than that, innit?
4-1 to Watford.
Shocker. A lot of people have been talking about Maguire.
I heard people saying about. That's what I was just about to get to. What did we say the other day? I said it was a disgrace, Maguire celebrating against a bunch of part-timers, if that. And the weekend arrives, and here's your time to shut the critics up and get the airs going.
Am I killing you both?
And you wanna miss
shocking control.
Sorry.
Or
yeah, you wanted to miscontrol. What was that?
It was bad. It was shocking. Almost as if he'd given up. It was poor to see from Man United's captain. And some people are saying that he shouldn't be Man United's captain moving forwards.
I have been seeing that. Well, to be fair, the last 3 or 4 days there's been a lot of reports coming out about Man United, but I've been seeing a lot of reports of the players was unhappy that Maguire was given the captaincy due to performance. So I know fast tracks and stuff like that. But yeah, it's hard to believe some of these reports that you're hearing because you're just hearing everything right now.
There's a lot flying around. One of the positives on Saturday, SB, Sancho looked half decent, and Van der Beek finally was released. Do you think they'll get a decent run in the team, or especially Van der Beek?
This is what the problem is, because we have Michael Carrick and McKenna there and Phelan there, and what I was been reading up and hearing is that sometimes Social wasn't even picking the teams; it was them, and they have their own personal favorites in the teams.
I know McKenna played a big part.
Yeah, how they had their favorites and everything. So I honestly believe that not a lot's going to change whilst Carrick is interim.
Which is a shame. I don't know if you saw his conference earlier today, but he said Ole and I share a similar philosophy, which is quite scary.
Yeah. Which is very scary. You know what's going to be tomorrow. It's going to be McFred and Harry Maguire in the team.
Yes. To be expected. Yeah, I'm not sure what to expect tomorrow. Game, though. Huge.
What do you think is going to happen
tomorrow? It's hard to say. I'd be hoping for a new manager bounce, but I'm not sure we can call it that with the interim in place. So I'd take a score draw personally.
We just can't lose because I can't do Europa League. I can't.
Oh God, goodness me! No, not for me.
Guys, this Poch stuff is going. Yeah, this Poch stuff is going. What do you think about this? The reports about Pochettino. Do you believe it, or you think it's a bit?
To believe it.
You know what? At first, I wasn't believing it, and then after the hours are going by, it's starting to look like he's trying to get out.
Yeah, he's saying that he's open to moving, which is crazy to me, considering the team he's got.
Where? In what way? Yeah.
They're saying that he's open to moving during the season.
Can you guys hear me?
I wonder.
Yeah. Yes, coach.
Yeah.
Hello.
Hello.
Yeah, we can hear you, Coach.
Go on, I'm here.
Oh, calm. Welcome on board. Pochettino, man, he's said he's open to it, and it seems to be gathering pace. I think he was 7-1 to be the next manager. Now he's 2-1 on some betting sites. So something is going on there.
This is the thing as well. If we do get Pochettino, are we going to get his coaching staff?
I'd imagine so. He comes with the full package, isn't it? So I'd imagine the guys that were with him at Southampton, at Spurs, now at PSG, I think they'd come as well, which would be mad to see.
Yeah. What did Scorch just say? I wanted to reply to him.
Scorch said he thinks it would be such a bad look. Scorch, elaborate if possible, man.
Can you guys hear me?
Yes. Right now we can.
I feel like if he were to leave PSG with the squad that he's got, like he's got the possibility to do something bonkers, like something epic, something great, like to be remembered for all time. To kind of walk away from that, I don't know, that kind of says a bit about him, don't you think?
I think that.
I mean, what could be a bigger challenge than winning the Champions League with this bunch here?
don't you think that achieving things with a worse squad is a bigger achievement?
Yeah, most definitely. But I also think there's the ceiling for like some kind of great team is higher in that PSG one. So why wouldn't you want to do that?
Yeah, I'm not sure about like doing it in Ligue 1, winning the
No, I'm
Ligue
more
1
meant in the Champions League.
again. Champions League, winning Champions League is what he was signed for, and what they're living for. But if the dream is to do that in the Prem at United, create this dynasty that everyone's after, that's probably a bigger achievement. Following Ole's footsteps as well. I think doing it with Messi, Neymar, and Mbappe is probably easier. It's probably more glamorous, I think. But I think the bigger challenge is that United job, man. I've seen it. It's been they've gotten it wrong so many times. For me.
Yeah, no. To be fair, in terms of challenges, I think you're right. To be fair, I don't know, man. I just think to myself, if I had like ideas in my head of, I got this epic idea of this brand of football that I want to play, and I'm like, right, I've got an opportunity to actually. I've got an opportunity to actually see my best ever vision of football with this bunch of players here. Like you're gonna like coach Wan-Bissaka, but you've got Hakimi here.
Yeah, they're shinier toys, man.
Yeah, not shinier toys. I think better players.
Yeah, bigger names as well. I think it's a bigger circus as it stands. But like, how long does it look like? Is that job at PSG? Is that a long-term thing? I don't think it ever is.
No,
I feel like Zidane's waiting in the wings for whenever it does go wrong, and he's been linked with the Manchester United wanted him, but Ole kind of succeeded or exceeded, and they fucked up and gave him that long-term contract, whatever he ended up getting. But yeah, he's been like in the wings waiting for this United job for time. So I don't know if it's more of a personal thing.
So you think it's more of a case of it's the perfect job?
I feel it's heart over head, man.
Okay, I can understand that.
Yeah, it seems like everything, like it seems as if it's all aligned, and United are looking for this longer term manager, and he knows the Prem, and he's done amazing things with lesser resources. It seems like a nice fit, but yeah, we know that's not always the case, man. But I understand why you'd say the PSG job's good.
We did get, when you think about it.
Say again, SB?
Lagging. Hello? I said, if we did get Pochettino, do you think that it's as good as it seems?
There are definitely doubts, but I think it would definitely improve United's current standing and have a top manager. I don't know if I'm going to say world class, but yeah, when you look at the likes of City, they've got Pep, Liverpool, Klopp, Chelsea, Tuchel, Spurs went and got Conte under the nose of United. I feel like you need a half decent, big name manager to step into that shoe and try and get United competing again. But there's no proof because everyone says, "Oh, yeah, no trophies, yada yada yada," and that is possibly something that hangs over his head.
The way Pochettino was with Tottenham, it seems perfect thing for Man United. Sorry, Squid. No, yeah, I said the way how Pochettino was is perfect for the Man United owners. Top 4 finishes, not spending as much money, or underspending.
Don't you think though, if he were to come from PSG under these circumstances, don't you think to yourself he could see his stock not like devalued, yeah, but in terms of his brand, like when Unai Emery got to Arsenal, yeah, he wasn't like embraced by the players like, oh, Unai Emery from PSG. Do you know what I mean? It was kind of the opposite, like, oh right, you kind of didn't really bust it up. That was the vibe, but it's weird. It's like because Poch, what he did with Tottenham, we kind of assume that won't be the case, but we don't know that though.
Oh,
and the thing is, we've seen the snakiness from the players already, like that they've got that in them.
Yeah, I feel like towards the end of the Ole reign, you start seeing the leaks, and then there's different factions and whatnot. But yeah, there's no givens, man. I just think that it is a good opportunity to get a decent manager, some new ideas, who knows the Prem, and he's got like a decent body of work behind him, bar collecting heaps of silverware. I think it's a better, more calculated risk than some of the decisions United have made in the past in terms of managers. But yeah, as I said, there's zero givens, man.
100%.
It looks like the best available fit.
Yes. So I got this banner here. We've got Rodgers versus Poch versus Zidane versus Ten Hag. These are the names in the hat at the minute. If you had to prioritize SB as a Man United fan, who would you choose? And Scorch, yeah, if you were a Spurs fan or whatever, if you had to choose from those, who would you take?
As a Spurs fan,
Zidane
for Tottenham.
Mm-hmm.
Either Poch or Ten Hag. But if I'm thinking for United, like, if I'm United, I'm never in a million years taking Rodgers.
No.
Rodgers, Brendan. No, Rodgers, aka Fader. See, Rodgers, his thing, he sets the bar so high, and you know what happens? Yeah? Because his teams play such nice football, yeah. When the results aren't going his way, you kind of don't really worry. But you need to kind of like the same thing happens. He sets the bar bare high, like with good results and a nice style of play, but then he doesn't really solidify whatever that may be. Be it like Liverpool looked like a nailed on top 4 team, like fucking league challenging team. Then you could quickly see, he could quite easily not even finish top 4. Like, it's possible. It's not impossible under Rodgers. Rodgers will look all season nailed on for Champions League, and maybe could even not finish in a European position sometimes. Like, he seems like that kind of coach.
Thin.
So I don't think that's what Man United need, especially after having Ole. I think, like, if you're gonna go in a new direction, go in a new direction. Don't go with like a cool, happy coach that's gonna just keep everybody happy. No, I think you might want to go to a slightly more, what would you call it, like more extreme, like less of a nice guy, more of an authoritarian, but my way or the highway kind of gaffer.
You needed
Otherwise,
Conte.
it's more of the same. Yeah, I think there's a couple clubs that will be kicking themselves. Arsenal, Man United. I feel like having seen Conte end up at Tottenham kind of makes you know that, he could have gone to quite a few places. Like,
No, fair. What else we got here? It would be an awful look to leave PSG mid-season. So Alex Bates agrees with Scorch, especially after he turned down Real mid-season while he was at Spurs. I just found it mad strange that like Poch came out and said that, or the leaks are coming out and saying that he's open to the move. It surprised me massively mid-season as well. But then I look at the history of him missing his chance. It kind of makes sense.
Yeah, no, I honestly thought we would.
What is it? One season?
But don't you think to yourself, like, it would be such a bad look as a like, in terms of being like a unless it's like part like some kind of exchange thing, like there's going to be somebody coming in that PSG were kind of intending on doing,
so Zidane
regardless.
Possibly.
Like if that was already in their thinking, then maybe okay, cool. But like if it's not, if it's a case of there's just interest in you as a coach, and now we're gonna just kind of fuck off our agreement. Not fuck it off, but we're gonna get compensated. But I don't know if that's. From having Poch as a Spurs manager, I don't see him. I don't see that him wanting that to be his brand.
Fair. I think it's going to play out. It's interesting either way. But the way that the stories move today, I feel like there could possibly be some movement, some agreement. Yeah, some walking.
I'll tell you what though. There's no smoke without fire. And there was this kind of noise when Poch was linked with Spurs. So I feel like it could even be like a mutual timing. Like you never know. Like I'm looking at it like, wow, what an opportunity to have like such a great if you were making an ultimate team squad, it would be PSG.
100%, yeah.
But then on the opposite side of it, that's what I think. That's me as a person. I have no idea what motivates him as a manager. And to be fair, he might want out.
Yeah, because it's a circus.
I think he wants out, Switch.
It might look nice and shiny from the outside, and you've got one of the greatest players to have ever played the game, and the future of the game, and the current kind of second or third best in the world. But I feel like it's a bit of a circus, which he might not want to be a part of. But then I guess going to United is also somewhat of a circus.
But it's a different circus.
Yes.
It's a circus that I feel like for at least
not Zippo.
They'll for at least a time they'll embrace him as the guy. We're gonna listen to the guy.
It's bearable. The story is nice though. The story is better. He's got a chance to do the legacy, the long-term dynasty thing. But it all remains to be seen. It looks like Jess is joining us from, when an agent is spotted with a player doing a deal in one of those restaurants. It looks like that's where Jess is.
That's what it looks like.
In a hotel.
Hotel lobby, hotel for
in a hotel lobby.
Jess, can you confirm who you're signing, Jess?
In a lobby.
Can't even speak on it. Yeah, I've seen this in the Sun before. United aren't the club they once were. The expectations need to lower a bit, and the hierarchy needs to shuffle. Yes, indeed, I'd agree. It would be crazy for Poch to join, and there's not a director of football, a proper one. It's a bit of a mess. So I don't know if you sign Poch, everything is all hunky dory. But I feel it's progress.
I'll tell you what I definitely do agree with. And it's very weird. Like Ed Woodward is still knocking about.
Yeah, so he's leaving, but then starting a new role.
Yeah. That sounds very much like
club.
That sounds like government finesse.
Repurposed.
Yeah, Man United, I've realised it's more like a government than it's not run like a football club. Like if it was run like a football club, they would have said, fuck this shit, let's get Conte, But because it's all like, we got to make sure the share prices are, we can't look unstable, all this stuff here. They end up making footballing decisions, but in business timing. Yeah.
And that is, it goes back to, Woodward, sorry. His heritage or past roles and whatnot. He's not I hate the term football man, but he's not a footballing man. So he makes more business-based decisions as opposed to pure footballing. Which I guess with a brand like United, you need a bit of both. But in the past, it has seemed to be more business than football, which is a shame if you're a United fan. But comedic if you are a fan of any other team. What do we have here? Why couldn't they hold on to man till 3rd next month? KMT. Okay, that seemed like an Arsenal fan who wished that Ole would have stayed. Thoughts on Raul Jimenez? Yeah, we didn't do our weekend review show, so we can talk about anything and everything from the footballing calendar this weekend. Thoughts on Raul Jimenez? Smokey the Cat. Do you want to elaborate on that? I saw a clip with Nuno saying that and he seemed like kind of shaken up about it, that he will never forget the sound of the head collision of Raul Jimenez. And I was just like, wow, it's a weird interview.
Yeah, I see that. He was like, he was like, it was mad.
Like, he still haven't recovered. Like, Nuno hasn't recovered from it.
Bro, Nuno is broken. He's still all now. He's bringing that vibes to Tottenham, bro. He had to go. But you see the finish though from Jimenez. The finish from Jimenez. Wow.
Pure
Side
play,
foot, like, what?
You know, I'm so happy for him, man.
A bit of quality. You're like, wow. Yeah, he's just quality. And I don't think you really think of him as that kind of striker.
No. You think of him as a bit of a bruiser at times because he's a unit. But yeah, he's got a bit about him, man. It's good to see Wolves bounce back as well because they were struggling under Nuno. I guess the signs were there. But yeah, under Larcher, they seem to have kind of like found their feet a bit, which is decent. And just note Adama Traore if you're listening.
What do we think of Bruno Love?
I'm liking him.
Yeah, he's got the. Do you know what I like? Yeah, every time I've watched the Wolves, they're playing like some nice stuff, like proper nice stuff.
They play good, like attacking football. It's not the stuff that we were seeing towards the end of Nuno's tenure. And I guess, for Wolves fans, that's cold because they were used to a more expansive style in the Champ and possibly in that first season in the Prem. So, this is probably a nice little vibe for them that they got going right now. And Raul Jimenez seems to be getting back to his former self. What have we got here? Thoughts on Spurs win? So what is it? 2-1 win at Tottenham Hotspur Stadium for Spurs yesterday. Goals. Who scored the goals yesterday? It was Reguilon. I don't think I've seen celebration like that in Yonks. And Højbjerg as well. Fan favourite Højbjerg. Scorch, your thoughts on the win yesterday? Impressed? Are you seeing Conte's style just yet? Because I'll be honest, I'm not seeing it just yet.
No, but I saw things I liked. I saw like a team. I saw little bits of. Do you know what I was quite pleasantly surprised by? You lot are not going to believe what I'm going to say. Bro, Harry Winks in the second half played well. I'm not saying I think he's a cold footballer, but I thought, bro, he was progressive with his passing. Like, I just was like, raw. Like, why don't you? Like, why not normally like this, bro? More, please, bro.
Yeah,
but I think it's amazing. It's amazing what a bit of confidence can do.
Like, I'd imagine Conte gave them a rocket at half time. I'd imagine that.
Do you know what's weird? He lied in his post match and he said he didn't think it was the right time to shout at half time. Kind of finding it hard to believe. But whatever he did, it definitely connected. But more than anything, what I took from the performance was, I don't now suddenly think this is like an elite group of players, but I think you're just seeing man performing closer to what should be a base level of performance. Like, this is kind of the level you kind of need to be playing at. Everybody, like.
I think that second half probably more so shows it, but that first half, I felt like Leeds were playing at home. They were comfortable. Was it Forshaw in the middle? I couldn't believe how comfortable he was. He was actually like dictating and running the show. And I thought Winks and Højbjerg were off it in the first half, but then in the second half, they definitely picked it up. There seemed to be greater intensity. But again, I hate to bang on the drum, the Harry Kane drum. He was marshalled very well by Calvin Phillips, I must say, playing at centre-back. But yeah, any worries, or is this just something that will turn around in time? Or is Harry Kane a busted flush?
Nah, me personally, I just think he's going for a little bit of a rut. I reckon it'll be all right. But more for the first time in a good while, I've actually seen him playing well. Like he was playing, like did quite a few nice things. I think other than score a goal, I thought his performance was quite decent.
Mm-hmm. He had that chance. I think it's good save from Meslier with his leg. Which he usually puts away, but yeah.
I'd expect him to score that normally. But I think
confident Kane puts that away.
Yeah. I think for me the main thing was like he's getting on the he's on the ball.
Where's that speaker gone? Sorry, like, I see he's gone now, so I'll join in.
Oh, the terrorist is here.
I don't know where SP's gone. I've got the same information as you just.
I still can't hear what you're saying.
Hello?
Can't hear what you're saying.
You might want to sort that.
Hello?
Welcome to
I'm saying more support, guys. What have we been talking about?
Spurs' win. Conte's first win as Spurs manager.
Guys, forget Conte's first win, yeah? During the international break, I had my eyes on Harry Kane. That's all I cared about, Harry Kane, yeah? And I said, Kane, mate, you've got to keep the same energy when you face Leeds. And he didn't. And it's so funny that the two of them, Harry Kane and his pal Harry Maguire, both had stinkers, yeah, after downing minnows. I keep telling you guys, yeah, that's their level. Gibraltar, San Marino, Faroe Islands, North Macedonia. That's the Harry's level.
Wait,
yeah?
just
I'm gone again. I'm gonna mute my mic.
Wait, just which Macedonia? Which one? Southern Macedonia.
Not South.
Yeah, you can't do the South. Nathan says last year he told us that Bielsa is a hyped version of Lucien Favre. He's never seen a manager with only 5 trophies in 30 plus years in the game get so much ratings. Are we worried for Leeds just yet, or will they be okay?
I wouldn't. They got a lot of injuries, but I wouldn't say stuff like that because that's like people talk about clubs bringing in Pep Guardiola to bring them the Champions League,
and that doesn't happen.
So you know what I mean, and we all think.
And there's no Champions Leagues.
Yeah, so you know, I wouldn't read too much into that. I think Bielsa. I think a better measurement of what he does as a coach, what he offers, is looking at players and maybe where they came from or what their level was prior to me,
and how they improve. Yeah.
I maybe look at it more like that. I do agree though. Yeah. Lucien Favre. Do you know what's strange? Like Lucien Favre was one of the names that I thought wouldn't mind him at Tottenham. Wouldn't mind him at Tottenham. But not sure how that would translate.
How does that play out? Yeah. I think Leeds are better than a lot of the teams in and around them, and they've got loads of players to come back, i.e. Bamford, Ayling, who's a tad maybe overrated for me. They were missing Rafinha yesterday, who is their star man. So I think they'll be okay, but I'd probably start to be worried if this form continued up until Christmas, personally. But yeah, yesterday I just wanted to speak. Calvin Phillips was a joke yesterday.
He's very, very complete.
He just at soccer ball, the 360. He's just got it all, man. He's a bonkers player who I don't know how long he stays at Leeds, man.
I don't understand. Like, there's 2 people. Do you know who else I think? I think Llorente is a joke.
Yeah. He's good, man. He did well playing in like a right centre back kind of position at times, and then back into centre back. He's a tiny player, man.
Bro, he is an absolute baller. Like he's a player. You know when they describe a player and say, "Oh, he could play for Barcelona." This is
who they're talking about.
This is what I got in my head. Like he's a joke. Like, and do you know what's weird? He's got like a weird balance of like. He's got a weird balance of like being aggressive, but being a ball player.
Yeah. He toes the line, or he treads that line. There was even a bit of a fire yesterday. But yeah, he can play as well.
Like, would you say Oh, sorry, go on, Dan.
No. I said no. Him under Bielsa, he's only going to get better as well.
Like, out of the two, who would you say is the more like blood and thunder or more aggressive out of Llorente and Cooper? I'd say Llorente.
Yeah. I see him leave it about a bit more than Cooper. Yeah,
But then
Cooper's good, but you don't expect him to be the one.
I like Cooper, but it's weird that like the same, like, you know what I mean? He's one like, but he happens to be, he's almost like centre back A and centre back B. I like him, man, and he's got a passing range as well, a sneaky one.
Yeah.
You a sneaky boy?
I think Leeds will be okay.
Last week
just
before
food
we
has
leave
arrived.
Leeds.
Go hot.
You guys, yeah. What do you think?
Bonkers.
Is he English?
Mad player.
Is he English?
Come on, Jeff.
I believe so.
Yes.
Came from Wigan. I think it was about £1 million. And he was crazy yesterday. I see him trying to back into Eric Dyer, and Eric Dyer is probably like twice the size of him. But it's the speed and intensity that he plays at, and there's a bit of quality there. And when he got dragged and taken off, he looked pissed off, and I'm thinking, bro, you're like 16 years old. You don't even deserve to be out there. Like, you shouldn't feel but he feels he has a right to be there. I think he's proper, man.
Bro, he's a bit. He plays. He's got like an unruly vibe, Gannon. He's definitely not fussed about playing in the Premier League.
No, not phased at all. No, I liked what I saw yesterday, man. And I think playing under Bielsa at that age, like, it's a great schooling. Regardless of if he's got 5 trophies in 30 plus years, as pointed out by Nathan. Reguilon said that the main switch at halftime was that they went man to man, which is what Leeds usually do. But Conte said, let's do the same thing. And we saw an improvement there. I think Reguilon could flourish under Conte. That's just one of my thoughts that what I was seeing yesterday. Seeing him and Ben Davies play together, I was like, how are they both on the same pitch at the same time? But yeah, I think Reguilon could thrive in Conte's system.
Do you know?
Session.
I think that's what I was going to say.
Couldn't believe I saw Session back. I was like, who is that?
I got a feeling Session is going to start making a lot of sense out there. Because for me, the bits that Reguilon lacks, I think Session would excel at. That's what I think. And I feel like
it's good to see him integrated.
Yeah,
and the system that Conte is gonna employ, it's gonna be less about you doing something sick and more about you being in sync with the team.
And you know
think a young player.
Like, he's not a winger, and he's not a left back.
Yeah. He's like he's incomplete on both ends, which kind of makes him complete for this.
Yeah, which is perfect. In other games across the weekend, Newcastle and Brentford.
Oh wait, sorry. I'm so sorry. Before we go, we've got to talk about it. Bro, Harrison, oh my God.
Oh.
He's giving Emerson a bad time.
Yes.
Yo,
yes.
You see Emerson? He's hit the Prem, he's got above Traore, he's got Zaha.
Everyone's linked him, man.
Yeah.
He's at home. He's got some new coach. It's all lit now. Your wing back, he ain't really got to work as much. Now he's bucked some guy that's megged him and whipped the ball from him.
Oh my God!
Sprayed him with the protection, and then whipped the ball from hell.
The ball
Dan
was
James
ridiculous.
You know, Dan James didn't even attempt to
You don't have to. You just let it hit you. Yeah. Joke of a delivery, man. That little passage there was, an insight into some of the Jack Harrison stuff that we saw last year, sporting a new trim as well.
I just wanted to say though, Rest in peace, Emerson Royale. You will be back. You will be stronger for this. I believe within my heart. They think that you're done. I think you'll be better from this because you see it all now.
Added to the murder rate in the north of the city. Yeah, not good to see. But yeah, it's not easy joining the Prem. I'm thinking it's a jolly up. He's met a few of the top wingers, and they've shown him what the Prem's about. So yeah, it'll be better for it, man. It'll be better for it, I believe. Yes, the punch up between Brentford and Newcastle. Eddie Howe couldn't be there at the game, but he managed to get his kind of thoughts and theories across. And Newcastle were involved in an absolute barnstormer. Ivan Toney scored, which for me, I love to see.
Oh, that first touch he did though for that goal was very underrated. You know,
that touch
very
was crazy.
I was
very
starting to get worried.
But
yeah, he showed a bit of quality there. What do we have here? We said, what good centre back and centre midfielders should Newcastle sign in January?
They need more than that.
I wonder what is Eddie Howe's profile of player? I know when he's had a bit of money to spend, he hasn't spent it particularly well. I'm not sure what. Yeah, so you got the Jordan Ibe, you got the Solanke.
Danjuma though.
Yes, but he didn't flourish under Eddie Howe, which is tough. Yeah, he just signed him once. I don't know who Newcastle get in, man.
What's their market?
Bro, I don't know, but do you know what do? Do you know what I just think is amazing on a serious note? Yeah, the way he's literally just got here. He's just got here. He's got Richie. He's got Wilson. He's got Richie. He's got Wilson. He's got Fraser. So he's got the ways. Yeah, bro. He's just transformed Newcastle into Bournemouth immediately. 3-3 thriller. Bro, then you can't tell me that wasn't Bournemouth. That's the same.
It's an impact.
Bro, he's actually got a brand of football. Like you can't say it any differently. Like he's got a clear identity.
Yeah, he definitely made his mark. It'll be interesting to see how the Newcastle thing plays out because I'm personally not sure or convinced that he can save them. But I guess if they perform like that, then they'll be all right, I guess.
You know what, though? It was like a weird weekend for goals, though, because you had the Burnley game, which was like
it was
mad
booming.
game. That Burnley game. Cornet again was on smoke.
I want to talk about Cornet, man.
Yeah, no, we're gonna have to Cornet. Yeah.
Bro.
What's going
on? The hairstyle he's got is just mad anyway. Like I rate the hairstyle too much. I don't know what it is, the little flick one hair thing he's got there. But it's mad.
One drop.
The one. You know why it's called as well? Because Burnley have zero flair or anything around there, and he's just there with the one drop.
He's bringing it in heaps, bro.
Heaps. That finish there was mad. That was
scary, man. The execution of that is mad. But yeah, Crystal Palace, they continue to do big things. The rebirth of Benteke.
Gallagher as well. Sorry, bro.
Another assist for Gallagher.
Bro, did you see the cutback he did? Bro,
quality.
He's a baller, man. I didn't know Chelsea. Chelsea,
he's got so much quality. Like that's what's mad. His thing is quality. Like not like just good or just trying hard. He's got mad quality at the end of stuff like.
And he says that he's not at Crystal Palace to look for a move. He said, "I'm here to go back to Chelsea and do my thing." Basically.
Did you hear what Tuchel said about him?
No, what did he say?
He had an interview about him the other day, and he was just saying how he loves him and everything, and everyone would love him. Every manager would love to have a player like him, basically, and that he just literally just sent him out just to get game time, and hopefully he'll come back and you could integrate into the squad. Okay,
well, it's nice words, man, but I believe in seeing it myself. I remember Pep used to talk about Eric Garcia being the next big thing.
Gerard
He probably
Piqué was, wasn't he?
He played total of X minute 8 games or something like that. But yeah, Conor Gallagher keeps shining, man. Vieira, you're doing your thing. You are doing your thing. And yeah, hopefully Dwight York's watching. And we'll follow in the footsteps and get himself some badges. Oh, interesting signing for Newcastle. Aaron Ramsey would be called at Newcastle.
He needs to his contract to be
I
similar.
literally don't understand what is going on with Aaron Ramsey. Like, where is he as a player? I'm not sure what is going on. He's just seeing his days out. Yeah, what is his position?
No, but he can't go. Aaron Ramsey cannot be joking it with Longstaff. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. He can't be joking. Like, Aaron Ramsey is a baller.
Saying he's above what Newcastle currently have.
Yes, bro. Man, just signed like I'm not trying to be rude. Look, come on, man. This is Aaron Ramsey. He's above this. He's above this.
He might go there for the contract though.
Yeah, if there's money running, Ramsey don't mind money running.
No, especially on the money he's earning at Juve as well. You don't want that to go too low, maybe.
He's getting. It's about lifestyle now. He's adapted to a certain lifestyle. So yeah, I think Newcastle could probably afford that. Nathan said ACG by Touchline Fracas special this Christmas. I don't know if Jess is still listening, but Jess was on Touchline Fracas yesterday. So check out their latest episode. Jess is doing a one-man pod tour. So yeah, check that out. And that's a possibility, man. Rafael Delegato tuning in on my drive home. The anger I had this morning waking up to no pod. Apologies.
You don't know the half of it, bro. You don't know, man.
Life gets in the way sometimes. But we'll make sure that it won't happen again. Appreciate you tuning in. Now, Alex Bates says, I've got a bet that Newcastle's going to stay up, so they better invest in January. Ooh.
Shaky. I'm a betting man.
Wait, hold on.
That's a very shaky bet.
So if you're Newcastle, cool, you got all this money, whatever, but you can only reasonably spend so much in it. Yeah.
Yeah.
So you're gonna buy you can only you can't buy 11 man in it. And you can't buy
that they can only spend 50 mil, Scorch.
Cool. Whatever the numbers, let's imagine they can spend 100 mil, whatever. What areas of the pitch do you prioritize? You get what I'm saying?
They need to sort that defense out. I think that needs a facelift
and a striker.
And then what? Okay, cool. You can sign 3 positions. What are they? Because you've got to be realistic. You can only sign so many players.
Yeah, I'd probably go big on a centre back and a midfielder who is at a half decent Prem club, not getting minutes, or someone on their way down from the top, is falling down from a Champions League type team.
Someone did this before in Jan, where they looked like they was over, and they made about 4 or 5 signings in Jan, or 3 or 4, and it changed their season. But I'm trying to figure out who it was again.
I can't remember. Gaffers, let us know if you know. But yeah, they'll definitely need some of that. But yeah, that midfield needs a bit of a facelift. But yeah, I think defensively, and that's where I think Eddie Howe's struggled in the past. He'll need some reinforcements there because they can't keep shipping goals like that. Oh wow, they should make a move for someone like Shaqiri or Xhaka. Also said Newcastle should bid for Pepe and El Nene. Interesting. What else do we have here?
Wait, is that an Arsenal fan just trying to get rid of players?
It seems as if Edu is in the chat and is trying to shift some players, which is understandable. What do we think of Liverpool, Arsenal? I guess it was an absolute turnover. Any shocks? Anything more we could say about Salah? Jota's goal, half decent?
I just thought all the goals were sick, really. They're just a scary. They're scary. I'm so happy to see Klopp just getting his revenge.
Revenge on who?
On everyone, all the idiots.
Oh, from last year.
Yeah.
Because the tide it wasn't turning as such, but there were murmurs and people forgetting very quickly what he had achieved in the previous 4 years. But yeah, Liverpool are a bit of a scary prospect, man.
Like, do you know what? For me, that I didn't like. Yeah, people were trying to do this not respect Klopp thing. Like let's be real. There was a period of time teams weren't respecting going to Old Trafford, let's say. And it kind of became a thing. Like,
yeah.
People were trying to kind of make Klopp be in a similar sort of space.
Yeah, what was it? Six losses in a row, was it?
Yeah, take it in. It wasn't for lack of coaching or it was for an injury crisis. If we're being real, and I know there were signs or whatever before, but if we're being real, it was an injury crisis that he went through. And so I find it sick to see. Like, I'm kind of happy to see him like in performances when I don't even think they've, in terms of like how they're playing, they've hit the peak. They're scoring goals that are fucking like just making the scorelines look kind of ridiculous. I thought the scorelines are even almost flattering a little bit in terms of how much they're actually creating, because they're just putting them away. But it's the quality of the chances that they're creating, though.
I would like to say the Thiago and Fabinho link up is something I'm paying attention to. I've watched Thiago a lot at Liverpool and haven't been massively impressed. But I thought that he did very well on Saturday against Arsenal, who are in good form. Not the greatest of teams as it stands, but I thought, Thiago, Fabinho, them man, we're living their lives, man.
I think Fabinho is like on just a different level.
Crazy, man. To think that you've got Van Dijk and him in a team. And then Matip as well, who always plays his part. But yeah, those two are just giants in more than one way. Yeah, like physically and figuratively. Yeah.
Do you know who kind of needs he's kind of, like no one's really spoken about, but he's making bare sense. Simicast is making bare sense.
Yeah, man. Yeah. In a position that was stamped down for Robertson. People would say there's no competition there. He has stepped in. Hasn't looked out of place for me once this season.
No, he's not here on work experience.
No.
Guys, I'm back now. Listen, I've been here for moral support, but I gotta go.
Oh,
okay. No. Listen.
Enjoy the margaritas.
What's that?
Enjoy the margaritas.
Nah, I don't get margaritas. I'm a beers man. FS. Yeah, so guys, stop it, guys. I gotta go. Armchair Gaffers, thank you for putting up with us, but I'm gone. Dan, Scorch, SBT in hands, okay? Yeah?
Yeah. Safe hands. Take care. Monday night session. This is what we got to deal with. A Newcastle fan, the Irish Tune, said we need to prioritize defenders and midfielders. VDB, Lingard, Tarkowski, Barkley, and Ramsey. I think there's a fire sale to be had at Man United. So, Klopp v Arteta, embarrassing. Passion. What do we think?
I liked it.
I loved it.
Decent, isn't it?
Yeah.
I liked it from Arteta, man.
Me personally,
some people were saying that got the crowd going and it was ill-advised, but I'm not sure about that myself.
No, I don't know about ill-advised. I just think this is the Premier League and we like stuff like that. This is we do like that. Let's be real. But also though, I do think though that did impact the game. Like, we all know that Anfield in the Champions League more so, just Anfield in general, it's a crazy place to go to. But in the Champions League, when the crowd gets up, it's a really bonkers place. I don't feel like the Premier League as much, but I think that moment turned the crowd up, and then it just had the knock-on effect. We can't deny it. There's a difference between being home and away, and that was it. And the reality is Liverpool got the better players, the better coach, and they're at home. But Arsenal were being so plucky; they were in a game, and it was a good game. But then once it once
the
the
gears.
once it became effort for effort, the quality kind of showed. And you know what? Do you know what it was as well? The quality of the chances that Liverpool created made it undeniable.
The XG went up for all the XG lovers.
Yeah. It was tapping-ish.
Yeah, I like the little battle, and I like that. Yeah, Arteta, the David in the David and Goliath battle there. Yeah, he tried a thing. Carragher was saying, yeah, it was ill-advised, and that was the turning point. Liverpool, I mean, we're always going to thump Arsenal. I think they always thump Arsenal at Anfield. But yeah, I think that was just like a little flashpoint.
They love to exaggerate a bit, though, don't they? Like they was smashing Ramsdale before anyway.
Mm-hmm.
But it did definitely like make a difference. It did make a small difference, but it's not crazy. It was gonna happen.
What do we think like of like Arteta in the season?
I think he has steadied the ship. There seems to be a bit of stability, and he seems to have an understanding as to what his best or better 11 is. I still think that they will come undone. I think that these pump-ins that they're going to receive will still exist. Champions League is probably their ambition. I'm not sure, man. I still think that they'll fall short in that that area. But I think it's an improvement. Or the last 9 games have been, but then those games on Saturday, sorry, are a reminder that they're still some way off the top pack. But yeah, I think Champions League might be a push for them, man.
I was thinking about it, like I definitely do think things have improved at Arsenal. Yeah, I was thinking about it. They got moved to by Chelsea, moved to by Liverpool, moved to by City. Have they played United?
No, not just yet. I think that's 2 weeks' time. Yeah,
they beat Tottenham, which might be fool's gold.
Yeah,
I don't know. Like when you start to look under the surface,
when you break it down,
1-0, like
Crystal Palace, they drew with in the last minute and probably should have lost that game at the Emirates.
Like when you
Norwich 1-0,
1-0. Like when you kind of look at it, like I definitely do think things are improving. Yeah, but then like stuff like Tavares' performance in comparison to the game before. I was thinking, raw, are you Prem level? Yeah, I do think he is, but it was that night and day kind of thing.
It's which part of the Prem? Because there are different elements of the Prem where and he looked like a competition winner, as they say, at times on Saturday. But I think like those are like the real barometers. The wins against Norwich, drawing last minute against Crystal Palace. I think as a whole, it's a good run. But when you dissect it and look at it, similar to Spurs' first 3 wins of the season, when you dissect it, you do see some cracks in it. But let's see how they bounce back, man. Oliver Vadas says Arteta doesn't seem to have second halves figured out. Crystal Palace, Leicester, Tottenham. Maybe it's fitness or squad depth. I don't know. Or he just can't motivate. That's a good point. Nathan says Arteta's still shit. He's taken us more backwards than Emery, and under him it felt like I was watching domestic terrorism. Not mincing his words. A word on Chelsea. We never really go to ham on Chelsea. People say we don't rate them. They absolutely smashed Leicester.
What a performance!
A joke of a performance, and I'm scared of Chelsea. Is the honest truth.
I'm still not 100% there with it yet, but that performance was a great performance, man. They completely dominated Leicester. It could have been about 6. 5 or 6.
Ridiculous.
Literally, they was toying around with them when it stages. Some of the goals, but I don't know. It was a bit of that and a bit of Leicester just being.
It's more of the Leicester we've seen this season, man. I feel like they beat United 4-2.
Yeah,
and they had another convincing win in and around that run. But apart from that, they've been
they
quite
got
underwhelming.
beat by Arsenal at home, didn't they, as well?
Yes, yeah.
So I don't know. Maybe it was a bit of both, but Chelsea. Bro, they've conceded I think they've conceded 3 goals or 4 goals all season. It's a joke.
Scary, bro.
It's literally just coming down to, are we gonna score today? If we score today, we win the game.
And still no Lukaku. They say he could be on the bench this week against Juventus. But they don't seem to miss him.
Do they need him?
Do you know what I've been thinking though?
Crazy.
I've been thinking though, yeah, how long, yeah, can a team look like arguably the best team in any competition that they're in, yeah, with a Havertz that I don't think Havertz has fully hit the ground yet. I don't think Lukaku's fully hit the ground yet. I don't think Ziyech's fully hit the ground yet, and I don't think Werner's hit the ground. There's not a lot of men that are actually on fire. So how long can this last? Is this a lasting thing, or is it a thing where just is it purely a system thing? Because I think at some point
finely tuned.
I think at some point in the Premier League, no matter how sick your system is, if it's people will adjust and adapt. And I just wonder, is that round the corner? Because it's only been this short spell of time, we ain't had the chance to see.
Yeah. Where you might need that individual brilliance or whatever it is. It's a good point, man. But they've crushed everyone, and I think that performance at Anfield with 10 men, they were calm. I'm worried, man. Is what I will say.
Yeah,
I'd say I'm a tad worried.
I do think the way they get this use out of the fullback is crazy. It's like an extra player.
Keep saying arrive. We want Chile to arrive. We want James to arrive. And that's basically what he wants. He wants them in the box, which is crazy.
Yeah, did you see the breakdown on BT they did about their system?
No, I didn't see SP.
Yeah, literally it's they have the 3 centre backs sitting, and they'll have Jorginho. I think.
Oh, we've lost
no, not now.
Yeah. You're getting that analysis going. Oh no, he's back.
Me, man. But yeah,
we got you back, SP. So you got their 3 centre backs.
Yeah, 3 centre backs and the 2 sitting, and then they'll have the other 5 just literally bombing,
line.
but they're all in different lanes of the pitch, across the pitch.
Half space. And
it's crazy.
Chalk on the boots, crazy. And it's mad, man. They're so well trained and
well oiled.
Yeah. But yeah, Reece James and Chilwell, man. Reece James at the minute is crazy.
Hybrid Trent. And
people are saying fullback wars. So we've got Cancelo at the top of his game. It seems Trent finding his previous form, and Reece James. What do you think the power rankings are for these fullbacks?
Can I just say right now, you see Trent. Oh my God, this kid. Bro, people think that I don't like Trent. No, it's not I don't like Trent. I just don't bread. I'm not going to watch teams lose games and act like I can't see why. Right now, they're not losing no games because of Trent, and they're winning games because of Trent. What? What? Yeah, cool.
Call it how you see it, man. Yeah. Even his interview after, you could tell that he's recovered from maybe being left out of the England thing and people talking, and he had a summer off. He was chilling in Marbella. But there's a little swagger and a little confidence, and I'm just yeah, man, this guy's right now.
That interview said to me, that's a man that has conquered his demons. He's not he's not cutting corners. He's dealt with. He's upped his game, bro.
He's flying, man. He's flying.
He's upped his game. He's not just playing well. He's improved. And he's not improved. He's not improved by doing more of the things he was already good at. He's improved his game. He's put new things in his game that he never had before. You got to rate him, man. And in the interview as well, it kind of made me feel like I was listening to future England captain.
Yeah, man. There's a confidence there. There's a bit of charisma. Like focused as well. No, man. It was a cold interview, and I think after a good performance, it's cold to see. Scorch, do you like Rodri now?
Oh yeah, but I've been saying it. Oh yeah. He's You know when he scored that goal, on Sunday, I thought to myself, okay, the file is downloaded now. The whole file. The file's fully. Yeah, like I'm not saying it's the same thing. It might be a different brand, but the file, the Fernandin file is
download
because you need.
It's the Fernandin with the brackets and the 1 because it's it's not exactly the same.
It's not exactly the same. It's an update, but sometimes you might get the update. The update ain't even better than the old one.
Yeah, it's just different.
It's
different. Yeah.
It's the update, isn't it? That's what it is now. But you do need to have long range power driver
in the armory, and bro,
in the hard drive.
I feel like Delph could have done better there, but maybe I'm being harsh.
You know what's funny? I actually looked at it and I thought, let me pre-Delph. And if you watch it again, you see Delph sprinting to get to the ball.
And then
you've probably seen him do it in training.
Big. Yeah, he doesn't make himself big. He stops, but it's a complete racing of the ball. Like such a sweet strike. Rodri, man, good form, man. Good form.
When you strike the ball like that, like I being real, if we're being super real, like they'll run into the ball to get there. If he gets there, cool, kind of thing. Because what you're not doing is whacking this in the top corner from there. That's what you're not doing.
You're never expecting that.
Yeah, like you're not doing that, but you are.
But you are.
Yeah, but you are. Yeah. A quick word on Everton before we wrap. We've probably spoken on everything bar Norwich because I'm not allowed to mention Norwich. I don't think.
You're not allowed to.
Everton, they are a disgrace.
Fucking hell, they're a disgrace.
So bad. They probably won't even win the Everton Cup this year, which is like all they exist for.
Damari Gray injured as well, by the way.
Calvert-Lewin, more photo shoots than goals. Like it's all
injuries, isn't it?
Yeah. But I just feel like Benitez just is not inspiring them at all. And I know the Goodison fans what they're like. Like it's only going to take maybe a couple more games before the boos start and it gets very, very poisonous. Shocking team, man.
I think 1 or 2 more games of them losing, I think it's going to start getting squeaky bum times with Rafa.
When you're bringing Solomon Rondon on again, like it's things like that which are weird.
But what do Everton want, though?
I don't know. Bringing in Benitez, he's a big name. I'd say you
probably
want to be in and around Champions League.
They started the season off well, but then they started the season off well last season, and the same thing kind of happened.
Yeah.
Them tailing off. So it's a bit of like it's just Everton, isn't it?
It's it's worrying, bro.
Definitely. I do like the young boy that they're bringing through though, or he's trying to bring through. I don't know if that's just to save him some time.
Yeah, what's that? A good bit of PR. What's that? Anthony Gordon.
Yeah.
Good I
player.
Think that's decent PR, man.
Him and the Cole Palmer, I think it is for
Cole
City.
Palmer for City. Yeah.
Them two are good ones that's coming on. Ones to watch them and ones to watch.
100%. It looks like we have lost Scorch, man. I was gonna wrap. Any more? Hit us in the comments before we go. SB, who do you want as the new United manager?
Poch.
Poch, cool.
Poch is our best hope for now. Or Ten Hag.
Yes, who he says he's there at Ajax to the end of the season.
But that's the problem. That's the problem.
It's all about sorting out the interim, which is my.
But if Carrick cannot stay, he cannot.
No. He said, "What is it? I'll stay as long as they want me."
Nah, he can't. He needs this one game on Tuesday and maybe the Chelsea game, and that is it. We need him.
Then we got to get him out of there. Yeah, no, I hear you.
Yeah.
I hear you. Gaffers, I think we're probably gonna wrap. Apologies again, for not getting a shot yesterday.
Sorry.
But
Sorry.
life gets in the way sometimes. But yeah, make sure you like, share, subscribe, and make the use of our Manscaped offer code. That's ACG20. And yeah, tell a friend, and hit us up on Insta as well. We're always up for a little conversation or a debate on there. But yeah, safe for logging in. It looks like Scorch's phone has died or his connection is gone. But I'm sure he is probably wants to say bye and respect and blessings to all of you as well. Oh, Misky, you missed it, man. But get back onto our YouTube channel because this will go straight to our YouTube channel. So have a look on there. We've been the Gaffers. You've been great, and we'll catch you next week.
Peace.
Peace.